The Mi Soundbar. With the launch of the Mi LED TV 4X Pro, Xiaomi also launched this new soundbar. So, does it suck? Well, let's find out in today's video. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech and let's get started. If you do end up liking this video, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Now before we start, as always a quick question, do you use a soundbar with your TV? If yes, which one? Let me know in the comments below. I'm just trying to get an understanding of how many of you actually use soundbars or want to use soundbars. Anyway, with that said, let's get to the Mi Soundbar. To start things off, let's take a look at this design. The Mi Soundbar has a white polycarbonate exterior with a grey frosted fabric front. Now try saying that 3 times in a row, frosted fabric front. Anyway, a very Google Home-esque design, isn't it? On the top of the device, we have buttons to switch across various different inputs with LED indicators on top of them. We then have 2 volume buttons and the Mi logo in the right hand corner. To the back, we find options for wall mounting, and then there is the I/O. A regular aux port, line-in connection, a SPDIF jack, an optical in, and a port for power. There is also a dedicated power switch here. To the bottom we find 3 rubber feet, and that's pretty much all there is to the outside. The overall design here feels solid, and the size is also pretty standard at 33 inches. Despite its size, the Mi Soundbar actually feels pretty light. The design is well done. It looks clean and minimal and should go well with most TV setups. That said, I do however wish that we had a black variant of the soundbar. The white variant here sort of tends to stick out at times. I mean, not too much, but a little bit. A black variant would have just blended right in much better, especially considering all of Mi TVs are black. Okay, that said, let's now move on to what's on the inside. The Mi Soundbar comes with a total of 8 audio drivers. These 8 drivers are split across 2 into 20mm dome-style tweeters, 4 passive bass radiators, 2 more 2.5-inch woofers. So what does all this mean? Through the use of dedicated drivers for different frequencies, Xiaomi aims to provide audio that has both clear vocals and ample amounts of bass, all while keeping the footprint of the device small. So does it work? Well, before we talk about that, let's just set up the device. Setting it up is actually pretty easy. Just plug in the soundbar to its wall adapter and then connect your TV to it through one of the various connectivity options and you're good to go. If you want to go wireless, you can do that too. You can just connect your TV to the soundbar using Bluetooth. This also means that you can use your soundbar to play music from your phone, if that's something you want to do. It also lets you switch between different inputs through the aid of the buttons on top. So that means you can use the soundbar as a Bluetooth speaker and switch back to audio from your TV at the press of a button. Pretty convenient. Now coming to the most important aspect of any audio equipment, sound quality. Well, in short, the Mi Soundbar actually sounds pretty good. Here, take a listen for yourself. It produces very clear vocals and there is also ample amounts of bass. Now, I'm not going to call it mind-blowing or anything, but considering its size and the price, the bass coming out of it is quite impressive. It also gets really loud, and even at max volume, there is very little distortion. It's miles ahead in terms of audio clarity compared to inbuilt speakers on most TVs, and that is what this soundbar actually sets out to do. Provide a better sounding replacement for the inbuilt speakers on your TV, and for the most part of it, it does exactly that. However, if I were to wish for some improvements, the biggest one for me would be probably including a remote control. Now, if we connect the soundbar to the TV via an aux input or Bluetooth, then the TV remote controls the audio levels. All's good, no issues. But for the best quality audio, you'd have to go optical or coax, and with either connection, the TV remote will not adjust the volume levels. I'm sure it would be super annoying to have to get up and adjust the volume levels every time. So maybe a remote on the Mi Soundbar too? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Now, this issue is actually very easy to ignore once we get to the next part, pricing. The Mi Soundbar comes in at a mouth-watering price of 4,999 Indian rupees. And for that price, there aren't a ton of options out there, let alone ones that sound this good. And here's the thing, this is not a smart device, so no way Xiaomi can advertise on this. Okay, you know what? Jokes apart, this is a kick-ass product at a kick-ass price. If you want to improve your TV audio and not want to spend too much on it, then the Mi Soundbar is a wonderful option. It will be a great companion to your TV. So that's just my 2 cents. Now it is your turn to share your thoughts with me. Do you think this is good value, or are you just happy with your inbuilt speakers? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, it is now time I bid you adieu. Please share this video with friends and family if you can. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on what you felt about it. Also subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of my daily content. So thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.